how you got it. Gotta be toxic.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels.
It ain't me, because I'm on 210. But I thought I stepped off.
Taking on a team from the Big 12, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up.
That sounds weird now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw it. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watkins. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Back behind the chains. 1st and 15. From the gun. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Rebels are on the move. Taylor wants to throw. Quickly complete. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Flips it out in the flat. He's not going to get there. Had to get it to the 35-yard line to pick up the first down. Now they have a decision to make on 4th. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's McFadden. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You don't allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Looking for room. It's Hayes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nah, that 3-star league kind of fun.
Love to see this on offense early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3-star league, bro.
And the Nittany
They
Lions
rotated
have
the
it with
conference and
1st
shit.
10. Right back to the well. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that run out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm.
The big guy can cuss. It ain't been the same thing.
Dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Holds and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Penn State! Oh, that baby in and then
That bitch I can cuss. Now that's good.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the Capper came on to the end zone from the 13.
I wonder what the
kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will
I wonder what they objecting to. I wonder what they're gonna do with Buddy next year. Somebody gonna get in that powder.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
But the boy got a winning problem.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work.
We can act like
back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little.
Don't. I'm just saying, don't act like that nigga right now ain't damn near close to a job. That's all I'm saying.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback.
I said the boy got a winning problem, and Gabe was like, "How he in the second round of playoff?" I'm like,
just settling down and giving.
I mean, you can take everything. Like every time somebody speaks on Bama, you take that whole to heart. Like somebody said something about your grandma. You talking about me though? We're talking about football. You're talking about me. No. Whatever, dude.
Right, spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times, if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Rourke. Oh, he's got a chance. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40 and it's first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw into running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The give to the back.
This is bad.
Space downfield. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry. You're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
Ohio State is better than Bama. I don't know about Oregon.
So he took a chance by using
No, it wasn't a high-scoring game.
And it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he's
not to mention that tight end, brother.
After the fact, so it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Caught in the backfield, it's McFadden. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
We got 2 minute losses. Bully.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Taylor wants to throw it. The short hands, it's Watkins. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Casey. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Third and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down. It makes a big mistake.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Can't get him to the ground. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
This is a hard defense.
Who we talking about? Who y'all talking about? I said we.
You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left here.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 week
Never
ago,
put a name on
now
it.
building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the
I don't know
first
who's on the
half,
team.
but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Illinois. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Motion from the wide receiver. Taylor wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down, and now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet. They're not sure with this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see him back it up on the field.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down. There he goes.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it to the right here. Got enough for the first. Touchdown! Oh, miss! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point puts them on top 20.
You didn't hear me say nigga need a dunk pack.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Reed. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Taylor wants to throw it. Floating away. Fires on the move.
Oh, man.
He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone.
I'm there.
Fit it in the window for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, come out in the second half now, trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Lets it fly. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll give it to the back. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Taylor wants to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Across the 25. Takes it the other way. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's why this guy is such a weapon.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Got it in the middle, it's Casey. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Snap to the back. Second and goal coming up. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 37 over Washington. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute.
Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Handoff from the gun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pass to sticks him still on his feet. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking for room, it's Hayes. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, 11 at the 16. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. They go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give out of the gun. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for this offense. Slams ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Touchdown, Penn State! They take the lead with the 6.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with his back. Creates a little space.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He wants to change this route. Taylor wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And the extra point is good.
No, yeah, you heard wrong, bitch, but alright. Huh?
They're ready to kick
Definitely
it away.
heard wrong,
This
boy.
crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Like I said, you definitely heard wrong, boy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own
All right.
10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Complete to start this drive. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Finds his tight end. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. On the move, it's Hayes. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. At the 35, he's open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. We're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, said to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rolls up, keeping its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air, it's Gentry. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Going for 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Using his feet to buy time. On the run, fires downfield.
What?
He makes the catch. Out across
Why don't play TK already today?
35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the
I'm
receiver.
finna get back on. I just finishing this shit off.
On the run, moving, and he just works to get himself
I said I'm
open,
finna get back
to give
on.
his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And he never had a chance. Just
Who you
stopped
oh.
cold as soon as he
What are you
got it.
talking about?
And I love when defenses see pulling
Blue finna go to
because
work.
what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that
But
guard
there.
pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great
Red
job
ain't even
seeing
on.
that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Right to man in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing there.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
And the Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing.
And it's intercepted.
Every time I run that play, they jump it.
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the first down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
That's caught. It's Casey. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Taylor wants to throw. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this guy has been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 150 receiving yards.
He might want another play.
Whatever you say, dog.
The snap sets up to throw. Got the quick pass. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Extending the play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Taylor wants to throw it. Here's a hit. Into the end zone. Oh, touchdown. And now just 1 point away from a tie.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? You kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep.
He sailed the ball.
Anyone get behind you.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Fires to the right. Got his man. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Gentry. Gets it out fast. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Caught over the middle. It's Casey. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Direct snap. They jump on top.
And man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. That they can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll run the toss. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. 1st and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
You know, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Breaks into the open. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
You can't get too off
He was
like that.
fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Off the RPO complete. And that'll not only
Okay, go
be
take your
first
dress off,
down,
take a
it'll be
shower.
First and goal from the 7.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Gentry. Dances away to buy time. Trying to barrel in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They're going to run it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air on first down. Fired in there, but incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this
How is he
savvy
breaking
senior
tackles,
to know
dog?
when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all
Careful.
these plays and all these pass concepts
What is
and
it?
routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he
Okay.
gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is...
Yes, sir.
They pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime.
Come here.
And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Come on. Did you potty? Okay. What's on potty?